Now Mr. Wimshurst had a wonderful little windy handle on the front, but like yourselves, I'm a geek, and for crying out loud, it's the year 2016, we can do better than little windy handles. This has motors in it. Okay, so I'm going to pull this together. It's a bit light in here, but I hope I haven't got anything black. You can probably see there's a nice little spark develop between those two, and it'll develop to me as well. Hardly any, and that's a very, very low current. It will actually stretch out quite a way, but it gets very, very faint. If it was darker, I could show you the corona that's on the two ends. While we're playing with this particular machine, you can actually change yes, they do charge up, even when it's not connected. Glories of high voltage. And I've just managed to rip the end out of it. Solve that in a minute. The other thing that Mr. Wimshurst found was you can get all sorts of different sorts of discharge depending on the shape of these. Electricity likes balls. It sits on the outside of balls quite nicely. The smaller the ball, the less amount of voltage you'll actually store on ball. Which is why on Van de Graaffs, the bigger the ball at the top of the Van de Graaff, the more voltage you get. So by making this a large one and not a small one, and again, probably be a bit light to show you this. I don't know if you could have... Can we have the lights down? Is it? We can't. Well, that's a shame. If I can show you this sort of closer later on if you want, but all we're actually getting is like a funnel of electricity between there and there. It's really quite pretty, but it's really difficult to see. Hey, I say you can come up close later on, and I'm going to be here most of the night. You can chat away to your heart's content. So I'm going to put that back as it was. This one, by the way, I built entirely myself from my own plans. And once I built it, I found out that there was actually a program online for optimising the size of the gaps here, and found out they'd made an awful job of it, and they ought to be about half size. So at some stage, there's a rebuild, and I should get about double the voltage out of it. Hey, that's the way you learn. You do it and you find out you're totally wrong. So anyway, we'll run it up. The other good thing about this tool is that while it's running, you can actually do that sort of thing. Now you notice it's stopped. The reason it's stopped is now because all of the charge, naughty, shouldn't go from behind. There you go. So what's happening now, you're getting a much brighter spark, and that's because you're getting the charge, you'll see it, that is in these two, which is adding together. Those are two in series, so it's actually from there to Earth and there and Earth. Apart from one thing, there isn't an Earth connected. It doesn't care, it doesn't know. Considering how damp it is, we're not doing too bad. This will do about 4 centimetres. And for anybody with a calculator, it's roughly 3 kilovolts per millimetre in clean air from 2 ball points. It's one of the very crude ways you can measure voltage. I hasten to that only works for DC. When you get to AC, other things start happening. I'll talk about that later. So, if we put this closer in, it will fire more regularly. And as we see, it's a very reliable way of getting a high voltage. In the Victorian era and Edwardian era, these were used in many doctor's surgeries for electrical therapies. All of them, I hasten to add, utterly quack-worthy, but very popular nonetheless. I do have quite a few devices from that period, but I can't bring everything. And they were used sort of to give a tingling sensation, which was good for the spirit, put through like neon tubes, but to go on your head to stimulate hair growth, and all sorts of other things.
So how efficient is that then? Because obviously you've got a motor spinning it up, or you would do it by